Grade 2 Home Language, Past Tense. We call the time that we live in right now the present tense. Events that happened in the past is called the past tense. If we look at the two sentences, present tense, we live in Pretoria. If we put that into the past tense, we will say we lived in Pretoria. We had to add a D to the word live to make it lived. We lived in Pretoria. Let's look at another example. Present tense means happening right now. If we say it, we go to school. Now we know that's not very true right now. So we look at the past tense. If we have to put that sentence into the past tense, we will say, we went to school. So instead of using the word go, we use the word went to make it past tense. We went to school. Sometimes the past tense can be very long ago. So if we use present tense and say, I am in grade 1, we know that's not true right now. You were in grade 1 quite long ago, at least 4 or 5 months ago. So let's rather put that sentence into the past tense. I was in grade 1. So instead of using the word am, we changed it to was. I was in grade 1. Sometimes the past tense can be on the same day, but just earlier in the day. So if in present tense we say we are eating breakfast, which I don't think is true right now as you are busy working, so I'm sure you had your breakfast already. So let's rather put that sentence into the past tense. We ate breakfast. So instead of saying are eating breakfast, we ate breakfast. Rewrite these sentences but into the past tense. So these 5 sentences are in the present tense at the moment. You have to rewrite them but into the past tense. Let's first read these sentences together. The tennis player plays his best game. Number 2. The show jumper and his horse jumps over the bar. Number 3. The torchbearer carries the torch into the stadium. Number 4. The spectators cheer on the athletes. Number 5. I love watching the Olympic Games. You are now going to rewrite these sentences, but remember, write them into the past tense. When you are done, you may move on to the next slide to mark your sentences. You have now finished your sentences and you are going to mark it. Let's see how you did. Sentence number 1. The tennis player played his best game. So you had to change plays and make it played his best game. Number 2. The show jumper and his horse jumped over the bar. So instead of jump, we changed it to jumped to make it past tense. Number 3. The torchbearer carried the torch into the stadium. So carries become carried to make it past tense. Number 4. The spectators cheered on the athletes. We had to change the word cheer and make it cheered to make it past tense. Number 5. I loved watching the Olympic Games. Instead of love, we make it loved to make it past tense. Well done.